there are men out here that whose wives consent to them cheating, and I've heard that those men cheat less than any other man. The man who where it's permitted to cheat. What do y'all think about that?
Bullshit.
I believe it.
I believe
Because
it.
I bet
I
they
believe
have
it.
I bet they have a good relationship in the sense that, well, because I'm even thinking of an example of some men may lie about things because they know that if they tell their wife the truth, even though it's nothing that's harmful, they know that their wife is going to blow up and make it a big deal, so they don't tell her. So then, for example, so then he lies because he
Mhm.
knows he can't, do you catch what I'm saying? I guess.
Yep.
I
Yep.
get what you say. I listen. I agree that it's the women out there that do it. I'm saying the whole scheme is some bullshit. And when I say that, these women that's doing that have a husband that look probably like Tracy Morgan. They don't want to
No,
fuck.
I
They want to
completely
fuck
disagree.
somebody else. So they're saying, "Hey, look,
No, no.
I
hold on.
completely
It's,
disagree.
Let me
it's
make my point.
actually the
You
top
can,
dude that
you
Yes.
can go
So
and
like
cheat.
if
You
you
can go and cheat. I'm fine. She's fucking the other
it's the
dude.
top dudes that have that
'Cause if she
arrangement.
no,
got it, if she got a guy like Chris Hemsworth, she's not gonna say you can go fucking cheat.
Yes, she will. That's the
but he's
difference. She will.
probably cheating and she's completely aware of it. I think
Exactly.
when a
Bro.
woman that is with a
This is
man
big
of a
Noel.
certain caliber that makes a certain amount of money, she knows it comes with the territory. And like I've heard, please excuse me, Coach K, especially my Caucasian friends who have very wealthy husbands. It's almost like they're like,
Okay.
he's gonna have his fun, like, but he's not
Exactly.
serious.
Okay,
He
that's
just wants
different.
to
That
make
you're talking about
So
wealthy people, like rich people. I'm talking
yeah,
about
it's
just
just different things
I thought
like
you was talking about regular people.
yeah.
no,
There's like
but even still, I know regular people that have the hall pass, unlimited hall pass. That's what
I
we
don't know
call it,
about
right?
that.
So
Oh,
the
I ain't
reason
never
why I
heard that shit.
believe these men actually do cheat less, is because that woman is doing something very clever. She's taking away the deception, which takes away her pain. She's also disarming that other woman from ever coming to her face and acting like she didn't know. That's a huge part of the reason why people break up. Once
That's
you
all
give that
bullshit.
other woman power over your household, that disarms your wife and like puts egg on her face forever. She's embarrassed, which is why they usually proceed with the divorce. By doing that, you disarm that other woman. So you become able to tell him the terms of what you would like. Naturally, we know what all women are gonna say. Don't bring no babies home. Don't have nobody knocking on my door. Don't bring nothing
STDs.
STDs back into my bed. That's it. That's all every woman's gonna say. So you're gonna be like, all right, well, I have license to do this. So if that woman ever come to your door like, I've been sleeping with your man, well, I hope you had fun because it don't mean that you getting any money out of this household. I don't know what to tell you.
Man, that
That
is a
woman,
mess. That's a huge mess, bro. I get what you're saying, but you
I
made it
did meet
seem
a
like there
couple.
was some benefits,
I did meet a
bro.
couple.
That's all bullshit, bro.
I did meet a couple, and they were swingers. And
oh,
they
I
were
was gonna say this is not. So I know a lot of rich people, man. This is their standard arrangement.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, rich folks. Okay, yeah.
That's
Listen.
crazy
I
to me,
don't
but
put
yeah, that's
nothing
one of
past
the.
people who get wealth and just go create their whole mind changes whenever they get all this money. But I'm just talking about regular folk like us.
So when I was saving to buy my second home, I was saving to for the down payment on it. I was driving Uber, and I met a lot of weird people. um, One couple, I picked them up from this place in Florida. I'm not going to mention the name of it. But I was like, "Oh, what's this place?" And I was like, "I've never been here." And they're like, "Oh, well, it's the place you go to get all your desires met and everything." And I was like, "Oh, okay, interesting." And they were like, "Yeah, she had a long night." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, my wife likes to get pleasured, and I don't care who does it. I'm just glad she gets pleasured." And he just let people do stuff to his wife in this place. He was totally cool with it.
Yeah. So everything I said, you said the opposite. That's not going down over here. Like what?
That is so
But that's
interesting,
what I'm saying.
honestly.
Like some people are just totally cool with it.
Yeah, but it's got to be some underlying factor. Like he's probably not able to freaking please her,
No.
or
Oh,
she's not,
you mean
or
her?
he's not able to freaking please her. You get what I'm saying?
No, these
Reminds me of that
fetishes,
one
man. These
Netflix
fetishes
show.
I
are
actually watched the porn video. I don't like to put my business out, but a while back I actually watched the
Wait,
porn video.
corn.
There's
corn,
like
corn.
Corn. I'm sorry.
corn, like corn on the cob.
Actually watched the corn video. And there was a scenario like that, but I think the woman was going through stuff and she couldn't please her husband, so she asked some girl
This
to come
stuff
over.
happens in real life. In Florida, there's a lot
I
of
believe that
places where
happens.
swingers go, and there's a lot of like nudist areas,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
people
There's
just
little
walk around
places
naked.
you can
It
go
happens a
and you
lot.
could like. I think you can be naked in there or like wear like a towel
Yeah,
or some shit.
there's a lot of those places in Florida. Like they have whole nudist colonies.
It's all a mess, man.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
all a
lot of those
mess.
places all over the U.S.
It's
Unfortunately.
weird. So I do have a final question, and I kind of want to get the question answered and final thoughts before we wrap. You didn't get the questions. I usually send them out in advance. Sorry, Bruiser.
You
Is
good?
for everyone who's heard the statement or the phrase "once a cheater, always a cheater"? Do you believe that is true or false? And then you can give your answer, and then wrap up with final thoughts.
No, I don't believe it's true. I used to cheat on my girlfriend, but remember, I prefaced it by saying that if you're not married, you're single. So naturally, um, a man can be. It depends on his, like you said, value system and what he's allowing to guide his principles. So one of the reasons I stayed in my whole phase so long is because I knew I would have to be one of those husbands that lived on the straight and narrow. I'm the eldest child in my family. Everything I do, I have to lead by example. So I wanted to have all my fun, right? And because once it's locked down, it's locked down. So, it just really just depends on the mindset of the individual and if you're going to call it cheating, why they cheated in the first place. So if we're going to accept the fact that some men only step out when their wife is not handling business, that means we also have to entertain that they wouldn't have done so otherwise. So
I'll say yes. Once you're a cheater, you're always a cheater. Only difference is, significant difference is whether or not you could be sober. You just be sober. You know what I'm saying? You
But
a
you think
cheater.
it's
You
still
can't
in
you
you
can't
that
take it away.
your nature.
The degree of difficulty you went through to get it done. Yeah, it might have been easy. In a lot of cases, it's kind of difficult to do that and remain, undetected. So the fact that you have a mentality and you're taking the time to think those things through means that it was well thought and you really wanted to do it. Just because you're not doing it anymore doesn't make you not a cheater. You still have the craft. You get what I'm saying? You still know the game. You still know how to do it. You still polish. You're just not doing it because
So an
you
alcoholic
value.
is always an alcoholic then, kind of.
That's what they
Right.
say.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah. You just
Even if
value
they've
other
been like
things.
sober
Yeah. Even if
forever
you've been
or for like a
sober.
while.
Because you could
They
get
say that you're always supposed to like introduce yourself as like I'm an alcoholic, even if they go to like the AA meetings. So I have a question. If you, and that's an extra question. So you think if a husband cheated on his first wife, then he'll cheat on his second wife, or do you
that
think
he
he?
will cheat on her? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
no,
Mm.
I don't necessarily think so.
I think your actions, specifically this is the way you can separate it from alcoholism or drugs. Your actions, they should be walled within the relationship that you have. It shouldn't carry over. That's called like what they call it trauma bonding in this space.
But then wouldn't they still be a cheater though then? Even if they don't carry
They
their
would be a
actions
cheater.
onto the
They would.
next.
Well, but see, the thing is, the reason why I say you have to separate it from the alcohol and drug concept, because if whatever I do to you, I don't do to all women. If I betray you, that doesn't mean I betrayed every woman in the world. I just betrayed you.
So
So all
then
of my
why would you
sins
still
and
be a
all of my
cheater?
actions and offenses is strictly within me and your relationship, and not with someone else. You get what I'm saying? Because
So you can feel like it's okay to cheat on one woman, but you may not necessarily cheat on another. So
I'm
you're
saying all of my digressions towards one person doesn't carry over to the next.
So
so you're
wouldn't
not
that
just a
which
cheater.
so you're not a
Like
cheater
an
then after
entirety.
that?
Well,
You
yeah,
once cheated, but your
you're not
identity is not a cheater.
right. You're a cheater only to the person you cheated on.
And that doesn't carry over.
I could see that.
It's not
Like
supposed to.
you
Even your hurt, even your pain is not even supposed to carry over. If
But
you
wouldn't you say that's like pattern behavior? How could that just disappear? Oh, I met a new woman and no longer cheat. That's not in my nature.
Unless
you
they
got a chance.
actually
You got a
they did
chance to
work on it,
correct
I
it.
guess.
You know,
Yeah, I
But
mean,
if they
with alcohol and
didn't, then
drugs,
yeah.
it's something that you put inside of you, not something you projected on somebody. So you don't get
Yeah,
like
but
alcohol, you don't get a new body every, drink, every
yeah,
drug
but
or every blunt, you don't get a new body to put drugs and alcohol in. This is different. This is something that's going outwards. You get what I'm saying? It's pain that you're delivering outwards. So that pain is
wait,
only
what?
restricted to that one person. Once you go to
Yes,
the
if
next
you're only
person, this person is a new being, this person has a full heart. They don't have any expectations of you unless they know your history, and unless they're under the understanding that you haven't, got any therapy or healed from your situation.
I don't know. I think
So
cheating is pattern behavior. If you cheat on your girlfriends and you cheat on your girlfriends and you cheat on her, and then you get married, you cheat on your wife, and then you cheat on her, and then you cheat on her with a new
Okay, yeah,
woman.
well, see, that's what I'm saying. When you creating the pattern with the question, but
Mhm.
we're under an assumption that look, hey, okay, so I cheated on my ex-wife back in 2009, 2008.
so you're a
he did
cheater
it so
then.
much he doesn't remember when.
I didn't get married again until 2016. You get what I'm saying? I didn't
So
have
you're
a
always going to be a
serious
cheater
relationship
then.
until then. I wasn't, what I'm saying? I had time to grow. I had time to heal. You know what I'm saying? That person I was before is not the person I am today. So
No,
Right.
she
So
can't
you're not
use
a
that.
cheater
She can't.
then.
No, no, no. But if let's say in 2016, I remarried my ex-wife, I'm still
You
a
Okay.
cheater.
So to the cheatee that you cheated on.
Yes,
Okay. I see how
yes,
you're answering the question now.
yes.
Sorry, I don't. Sorry, I didn't realize like you were like answering it from like that perspective. But
Precise.
no, that makes sense. Yeah, the person Kelly, were you thinking that? Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I never understand the questions he's asking. Someone
Yeah.
always has to
If I
No.
reiterate it.
remarry my ex-wife, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. I am a cheater. I betrayed her. You get what I'm saying?
It makes sense
So
now.
If
to
if
It
I
that
wasn't
don't
the
do it
person.
first minute you
anymore,
asked
I'm just sober. You know what I'm saying? That means
But
I've
it's
learned and I'm not gonna do it anymore. If I meet a whole new person, she can't use what I
yeah.
did to another woman against me. You don't know my
Yeah.
path. You don't know the journey I took to heal. You don't know if I changed or anything. Like you have to give me the benefit of doubt. You get what I'm
So
saying?
what if you were the woman he cheated with and then he married you? Could you still call him a cheater because you know of his cheating behavior because he cheated on his wife with you?
Hold on, wait. Can you answer that again? You said, what if I'm the man?
Okay, like your second wife. What if you cheated on your first wife with her? She knows you're a cheater, right?
Right. If
Ooh,
I cheated on my
that's
first.
a
Right.
that's a
So
good
yeah.
one.
So she's within reach of the entire offense or the scandal.
You just
She's
made
a
this
part
question
of
so
the
confusing, Bruiser.
she's a part of the whole scandal.
I need you to be precise in your
She's a
question
part of
asking.
everything. Once we're all having sex, we're in a sex circle. We're in an entanglement.
Yeah. So
Oh
I
my
guess
god.
when I hear that question, I think of in general is if I see person A and they cheated at some point, they're always going to be a cheater, which in my mind means they're going to cheat on this person and they're going to cheat on this person. Like they're always going to have that inherent desire or need to cheat. I guess that's how I like perceive the question, but I would agree
No,
as
you
far
can't.
as if you're go ahead.
The reason why you can't do that is because if I'm with this woman and I'm going through
No, I don't
things,
believe that though. I was saying that's how this question sounds.
I
Like
get it. I get it.
so cuz
Because
I
I
agree with
wouldn't.
you in the sense. Go ahead.
Because I like there's things that like okay, so there's things me and my wife went through that doesn't necessarily have to go on between me and another person that actually triggered me to cheat. You get what I'm saying? Or it could be she had let herself go, or she's just a certain way that just caused me to want to step out. Like I'm not gonna put my behavior was triggered by her actions. You get what I'm saying? So that's not to say that the next woman I get in is that it's gonna be the same triggering effect that caused me to go ahead and step out again. You get what I'm saying? It's all depends on who you with. You know what I'm saying? Who you messing with. Do we have chemistry? Can we get past infidelity? Can we conquer infidelity together? You know what I'm saying? It all is all about how y'all two work. The way we
I could
work
dissect that,
may
but
not
I'm
be
not
the
going
same
to. I
way
know
me
what
and
you
my
mean.
ex work. You know what I'm saying?